Well, good morning. It's another beautiful day down here in southeast Missouri. Sun shining, almost 60 degrees. Turn this around here. Sitting on the front porch, just enjoying the morning. All right. So, today's topic leases, what to look for, and kind of how to decipher some of this. This is kind of a silly, heated topic. In fact, I would suggest you never ask it on social media because the trolls, most of whom, if you dig in, they're just company drivers. They don't even know what they're talking about. They'll start screaming no less than 80%, no less than 90%, yada, yada, yada. Stupidest, broadest base statement that has no credibility whatsoever because the percentage you give up is based on what you get for that percentage. So certainly don't give up 30% and get nothing. But, let's look at like Landstar is the biggest owner operator out there. They take 35%, so 65, 35 or something like that, somewhere in that neighborhood. Well, you get a little more if you own your own trailer, but most guys won't in their van division because a lot of dropping hooks. So their flatbed side, I think they don't have any not a lot of dropping hooks in flatbed. So Mercer's another big one. It's right in the same. So that blows that stupidity right out of the water. I mean, how did they become the biggest owner operator carrier? Taking that kind of percentage. I know we're not very smart as truck drivers, but if there's a much better deal out there, people usually migrate to it. So if there was someone else offering what Landstar does or Mercer, those big companies, for less, they'd be moving over by now. So, there's all kinds of leases, and also with that logic, there would be, that EM way. There's a couple of them out there. They say, 99% or 98%. They only take 2%. Yeah, you get nothing. You pay your own insurance. There's all kinds of hidden fees, office fees, administration's fees. It's a joke. Except for on those, I don't even think they do your paperwork for you. Oh yeah, they do for the office fees. So you might as well just get your own DOT number and pay an accountant or a secretary. Probably come out ahead on that deal. So let's look at. I can't do all the leases, guys. You're welcome to in the comments email me or something. I can help you if you need to or want to. But let's look at the lease I'm going to here. Oh, I need more coffee. Something about. Oh man, I have to hurry up with this video. Something about a stroke or something. I seen a text message. Oops. My friend. I hope it's not my friend. I hope he's talking about somebody else. Anyway. Lost my train of thought. Let's just go through the lease of the company. Looks like I'm going to. I'm not going to say anything today, but you'll know by the end of the week. I'll do another video before I head out for orientation. Unless the other shoe drops and I find something. Mark is red. So that's this morning. Oh man. Let's see here. Sorry about that. Trying to read a text. I apologize. Anyways, well, I should just shoot the video over or edit it, but I don't do that. So sorry. Just bear with me. Today's November 1st, and you'll know by the end of the week where I'm going. I'll do a video, like I said, before I roll out to orientation. So I'm just going to read you what this company offers. And this is a flatbed lease. So, bands are going to vary. Everything's going to vary. But this is kind of a standard, pretty darn good lease, actually, in my humble opinion. So here's what they advertise. 75-25. It's 75 to me, 25% to them. 100% fuel charge to me. Optional health insurance. I don't know anything about it. I haven't asked on that. They have fuel discounts at all the big truck stops. Love's, Petro, Flying J Pilot. It averages 32 cents a gallon discount. Some higher, some lower, I guess. They give you a ComData card, company ComData card. Off their load board and customer base, you are paid. Well, I kind of gave that away. That was one of my questions, but their ad says paid 48 hours after you turn in your settlement, so we'll get to that. Trailer rentals, 185 a week. I'm going to do a separate video on trailer rental versus buying your own trailer. In this market, go ahead and rent one for a while. That's what I'm going to do. They have base plates and permits. They'll take care of that and make weekly payments on it. Bobtail insurance available. So down and further than that, they have it all kind of broke down. So like I said, the trailer rental's 185 a week. Base plates and permits, they'll do it 60 a week for 37 weeks, looks like. You need an escrow account, $25 a week for 26 weeks, unless you just want to put the $2,000 down up front. And what that's for is if you quit and don't give them back their Quailcom or Omnitrax ELD, or you owe fuel, you have a balance on fuel, you didn't pay off your securement equipment if you bought it through them. I got a good deal on securement equipment. I'm actually going to buy their bundle from them. I'm going to buy some other stuff, but that's another topic. So that's what that's for. It is interest bearing. It ain't going to amount to nothing on it. Super low, probably 0.003% or something. Being there for 10 years, you'll get $3. But hey, at least it's interest bearing, I guess. It's better than nothing. Bobtail insurance for $40 a month. If you guys don't know, that's just liability to other people. The true cost of Bobtail, they're going to pick up the big insurance out of their permit, and that's a big thing right there. Especially if you're a new guy starting out, insurance costs could break you. Not too expensive for me because I've been driving for 150 years. No tickets, no accidents. I'd be pretty cheap to insure, but some of these new guys starting out, man, they stick it to you. 25 grand a year, it's absurd. So that can run your cost per mile through the roof and make it real hard on you. So anyways, but when you lease on, they're going to pay that big chunk, but you're going to pay, let's just go through this real quick, $40 a month, and that's to cover you bobtailing around, either bobtail or with an empty trailer. You're not under a load for hire. If you run into something, it's going to cover whoever you hit. It is not going to cover your truck, though. That's where the big costs come in. So they got a whole formula there in their little thing here, for if you want to insure your truck for $40,000 or less, it's 4.5% of the value. You do the math, divide it by 12. It's over 50 grand. It's 5.5%. 5.5% of that value times divided by 12. So now, if you own your truck outright, like I do, I could insure it for nothing, or $1,000 or for 10,000. But if you have it financed, you don't have an option on this. The bank's going to require you to finance whatever at least you owe on it. So just for easy math, I just ran some numbers. At a $50,000 truck, it's going to be $2,750 a year. You do the math on that. I had that back here somewhere. You're a couple $100 a month, $250, $300 a month, somewhere in there. Bobtail insurance on a $50,000 truck, probably closer to the $250 mark. Sorry, I don't have that down. And then they have securement equipment. That's for flatbed stuff. For what I'm doing, their whole bundle's $2,400. You get quite a bit. And they'll let you break that down into payments too. I want to say it was $100 a week till you pay it off. Then the IV6 network at $14 a week. I'm pretty sure that's Quailcom. And then they have some 25 cents or something for fax or scan fax. I don't know what that's all about. We'll find out in orientation. So that's what they put out in their literature. So now I'm going to go through a list of questions I ask. This may not apply to everybody. But maybe it'll give you guys some ideas of what to ask when you call. I mean, this pretty much lists it all, but there's some other things I wanted to know and dig into a couple of these things a little bit more. So we'll go to the list of questions. And remember, if recruiters are talking, they're lying for the most part. Not all of them, but especially on, they're usually pretty straight with the owner-operators. guys have been around for a long time. This lady's really nice. I haven't caught her in any lies. I mean, she does make, like a mall, makes it sound like it's better than it is. I mean, but we're going to find out. So remember this video when we go through orientation, and I keep doing videos through this process. We're going to find out what's what and how much of it was lies and how much of it wasn't. But all you can do is go on what they tell you when you're doing this, and hope they're not lying to you too much. So first question I had for them was equipment requirements. Guys, you got to take this into consideration. I know nobody likes the emissions trucks. I did a video on that. But some places, it just depends. The average right now is 2010 and newer truck, or they won't lease you on. Some are only 5 years old. I think this, for their van division, which I'm not going in, they have a 10-year cap, and the flatbed they have 20. Mine's not that old. It's a 2013, so I got quite a while. But you buy that old pre-emissions truck, awesome. I mean, you may not be able to put it on anywhere. So it's really going to limit you where you go, I can tell you that much. So on something like that, you might want to run your own authority. Then I ask, do they have any monitoring stuff? You know, are they watching for hard braking? Do they have any driver-facing camera nonsense? I got a dash cam coming. I would highly suggest you get one. I'll do a video on that. Just the crazy world we live in. But no, they don't put anything to monitor the drivers. I'm sure they do in their company trucks, but it's owner-operators. It's pretty rare to require an owner-operator to have a camera looking at them, because most of us will tell you to fly a kite. We're not doing it. Do they allow riders? Now, you think it's your truck, you can do whatever you want. Wrong. They're paying the big bulk of insurance. So that's up to them. But yes, they have a rider program, and it's a good one, so no problem there. Load boards, because it's self-dispatch, and that was another thing I should have wrote down. This is self-dispatch. How are we dispatching? Well, they have a load board of their own, customer-based load board with their customers, but you could use any load board you want, as long as it's an approved broker. They have a list. There's some bad brokers out there that they won't work with. I wouldn't work with them either, probably. If they won't work with them, they're no good in the first place. So that's good. They're doing you a favor. This company's been around a lot longer than I have, so they got a lot more experience with these brokers than I do. So now on their load board, if you book a load off their load board, when you're done and turn in the settlement or whatever, fax it in or whatever they have you do, you're paid in 48 hours. If you book it off the DOT board or whatever through a broker that's not in their system, you get paid when they get paid. That could be an issue for some guys. I don't think you can factor it. I know they won't factor it for you. I don't know. You'd have to get with them on that, but that's where capital comes in, guys. I say it over and over, but if you can't make it from one Friday to the next without getting paid, you probably shouldn't be an owner-operator yet. Save your money. You need to have 30 days worth of money in the bank minimum, at least. That way you don't have to factor. I can't believe I wouldn't factor. No way, Jose. I mean, I know a lot of guys do it. I'm not putting nobody down, but 2 to 4% to get paid, that you're going to get paid. You do that over a year, just run the math. 2 or 4% of a $150,000 to $200,000 gross, and get back to me. A lot of money. Nice family vacation. Don't do it. So, anyways, that's that deal. 48 hours off their customer base. Or you get paid when they get paid from the broker if you use an outside source. Ask them if can I plate and 2290 the truck myself if I want to? Yes, you can. Some guys want to do that, so I just asked the question. And I'm going to go through their plate program just because I got so many other things going on, and it's the same price anyways. If you save a big bunch of money, I think I got theirs wrote down. All their plates and permits for the year is $22.50. I think I could do it here for like $21.20 in Missouri, but anyways, I'm tied up with a bunch of other things, so just run the numbers and go the way you want. Some guys will say you plate it yourself, so if you want to quit, you can get home. Okay, there's a little bit of an argument, but you can get a trip permit. get home anyways, whether you're running your plates or not. It's not the end of the world. So yes, you can do that. Ask them if they had a load board trial. They did not, but she offered to get me in touch with some owner operators and talk to them, and or possibly meet them somewhere if they were coming through the area and go check out their load board. I declined, but I thought, that's pretty straight up. Probably nothing to hide from them. I just ask them how they access their load board. Is it through the Qualcomm or whatever? No, it's obviously through the internet. And you can do it off your phone or a tablet or laptop, whatever you're using. All right, next question. I asked them their average rate per mile to the truck. Now, like I said in my whole lease versus own authority video, these big companies have, especially one like this, been around a long time. They got customers with freight that's not on the load boards. It's their freight. They got it. It's wrapped up. It's a direct deal. There's no brokers other than them getting their little paws in it. So you're going to make a lot more money. So their average right now, as of a week or so ago, is $3.80 a mile to the truck after their 25% cut off their customer load board. That's pretty darn good, guys. Another big advantage to leasing on to someone: fuel discounts, insurance breaks, and higher paying freight that they have customers to. Cut out them brokers and the rates go up. I ask them, when you rent their trailer, they give you a 53 spread axle flatbed. That's fine. It opens up the door to some stuff. Not what I want. I want a 48-foot step deck. Or maybe I'm starting to get older. I'm starting to look at these Conestogas, slinging these tarps around. It's not as fun as it used to be. So, but I'm not buying a trailer right now because the market's just completely stupid. So, but I did ask him, do I have to do a 58 or 53 spread axle when I buy my own trailer? I said, no, you can buy whatever you want. But if it limits the freight you can haul, that's on you, not them. So, probably good to start out with their trailer anyways, to see what kind of customer base freight they want. I mean, if a lot of it requires a 53 and it's paying good, I'm buying a 53-foot spread axle when I get one, Roger. So I asked them about do they have a toll and pre-pass deal, because I didn't see that in the literature. Something they give you that easy pass thing and you make payments. They don't, so you got to get that on yourself. Which, if you're going to run toll roads a lot, it's worth it, man. You want to sit there and try to pay money at the booth, wait in the line, just get in the bypass lane and go for it. And plus, getting flybys at scales is, the less you got to go in there, the better. You don't want to hang out and have coffee with a DOT man, Roger. Not when he's on duty. I asked them, I think it said the fuel surcharge. I think I mentioned that. The fuel surcharge is 100% to me. They don't take a cut of that. And they do it off a national fuel surcharge, system, whatever. So you get all of that. Whatever the current fuel surcharge is, you get that per month or however they work it. I asked them about if they're on these brokers, if there's any tarp, detention, or tonneau. Do I get all that? And yes, I do. So if there's any detention or accessorial charges like that, you get it. Someone asked me, a lot of guys just don't know what tonneau is. That's truck ordered, not used. So if you book a load through a broker and you go there and they cancel the load, they owe you truck ordered, not used pay generally. And if they don't have something like that, put that in the remember this crackerhead in the future. And I can run $100 to $250, $300, depending on how far you had to go bobtail to get there. Ask them again what they install on the truck, just to make sure no cameras or no weird stuff. And it's nothing. All they install is the Qualcomm OmniTrax, which I already have that. And I asked them the total of their plates and permits, which I already said, $2,200. And that's it. So a 20-minute video. I hope this helps you guys out. Decipher and what you should think of when you call before you decide where you're going to lease on. I know I didn't cover it all, but I did the best I could for you guys. So All right, well, I got stuff to do. Work, 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 and no pay. Start the pay next week. This time next week, I'll be in orientation unless something pops up. So, all right, you guys have a great day. And if you like the video, hit subscribe, and that way you can get all the nonsensical videos I put out in the future. All right, man. God bless you guys. Bye now.